The sun rises gently through the curtains. You pour yourself that familiar cup, tea, coffee, or maybe juice, and take a slow, comforting sip. It feels like routine, safe, harmless. But what if I told you that some of the drinks we trust the most, the ones we've been having for decades, are quietly harming the body from within? As we age, our metabolism slows down, our organs grow more sensitive, and the smallest imbalance in what we drink can lead to fatigue, poor sleep, high blood pressure, or even damage to the heart and kidneys. Today, we'll uncover 7 everyday drinks that secretly damage your health after 60, and what you should drink instead to protect your body, your energy, and your peace of mind. Let's begin. 1. Tea, the deceptive comfort. It's morning in most homes, the kettle whistles, the aroma of tea fills the room, and life feels complete with that first sip. For many seniors, tea is not just a drink, it's a ritual, a companion for conversation, a symbol of calm. But beneath that warmth lies a quiet truth. Most people drink tea multiple times a day, believing it's light and healthy. And while tea has antioxidants, what many don't realize is how easily those benefits are lost when sugar, milk, and overbrewing come into play. When black tea is boiled too long or taken too frequently, it becomes acidic, irritating the stomach lining and causing bloating or heartburn. The tannins in strong tea also interfere with iron absorption, leading to gradual fatigue and weakness, something many seniors mistake for just aging. And when you add sugar or condensed milk, the problem multiplies. That comforting sweetness spikes blood glucose levels, forcing your pancreas to work harder. Over time, it increases your risk of type 2 diabetes and belly fat accumulation, both of which can quietly strain your heart. But perhaps the most unnoticed danger is dehydration. Yes, tea, especially strong black tea, is a diuretic. It makes you urinate more frequently, pulling water and minerals from your body. For seniors, this can lead to muscle cramps, low energy, and kidney strain. Better alternative. Switch to herbal teas that soothe rather than dehydrate. Chamomile tea can calm nerves and improve sleep. Lemongrass tea aids digestion and balances blood pressure. And green tea, when brewed lightly and without sugar, supports gentle detoxification. One simple change: replace 1 cup of your daily milk tea with a warm herbal blend. In a week, you'll notice better digestion and steadier energy. 2. Coffee, the silent agitator. Coffee, the world's favorite stimulant. For many, it's the fuel that starts the day, clears the mind, and lifts the mood. But after 60, the body's tolerance for caffeine changes drastically. Caffeine acts like an electrical jolt to your nervous system. It triggers the release of adrenaline, the same hormone your body uses in moments of stress. When you were younger, that burst of energy felt exciting. But now, your heart and nerves respond differently. That same cup can cause rapid heartbeat, anxiety, trembling hands, and even insomnia at night, all without you realizing caffeine is the culprit. You might say, "I've been drinking coffee my whole life." True, but the difference is, your liver processes caffeine slower as you age. What used to leave your system in a few hours now lingers, overstimulating your heart and keeping your brain wired when it should be resting. Too much coffee also robs the body of calcium, essential for bone strength. Every cup slightly increases calcium excretion through urine. Over years, this can lead to weaker bones, joint pain, and even osteoporosis, especially in postmenopausal women. And then there's the sugar and cream. A single cup from a cafe or machine can have over 300 calories, most of which come from sugar and saturated fat. That means a seemingly innocent drink can quietly push blood sugar and cholesterol levels beyond safe limits. Better alternative. You don't have to give up coffee, just change how you drink it. Limit yourself to 1 small cup a day, ideally before noon, and choose black or plant-based milk instead of creamers. If you crave that morning ritual but want something gentler, try roasted barley tea or chicory coffee. both mimic the aroma and comfort of coffee but without the caffeine crash. And if you're struggling with sleep or high blood pressure, consider taking a 7-day caffeine break. You'll be surprised how calm your body feels without that constant stimulation. The truth is, after 60, our body stops forgiving our small mistakes. The drinks that once gave us energy now drain it. The flavors we loved for comfort now interfere with sleep, digestion, and balance. But it's not about fear, it's about awareness. Knowing what to change can help you reclaim your energy and live with clarity and strength. In the next part, we'll talk about the next 3 silent health offenders, drinks that look healthy on the surface but are quietly sabotaging your blood sugar, your liver, and your hydration levels. We've already seen how something as simple as tea or coffee can shift from a comfort to a quiet risk after 60. But what's truly surprising is that the drinks often marketed as healthy, the ones labeled natural, vitamin-rich, or refreshing, can be even more dangerous. Let's look deeper into the next 3: fruit juices, soft drinks, and energy drinks. They seem harmless, but for an aging body, they create a ripple of damage that builds silently over time. 3. Fruit juices, the sugary illusion. You've probably heard it 1,000 times, drink juice, it's healthy. And in your younger years, that may have been true. A glass of orange or apple juice seemed like the perfect way to start the day. But here's the truth, most fruit juices today are not fruits anymore, they're sugar water in disguise. Even the ones labeled 100% natural or no added sugar can still pack as much sugar as a soda. Why? Because when fruit is juiced, all the fiber, the part that slows sugar absorption and supports digestion, is stripped away. What's left behind is fructose, a natural sugar that floods your bloodstream quickly. Now, the younger body could handle that sugar rush, using it for energy. But after 60, your insulin response weakens, meaning that sugar lingers longer in the blood. Over time, this causes fat storage around the belly, higher triglycerides, and increased risk of type 2 diabetes. And it doesn't stop there. That healthy morning juice also spikes your inflammation markers, making arthritis, joint stiffness, and fatigue worse. Many seniors unknowingly trade tea or coffee for juice, thinking it's a safer, vitamin-rich choice. But in reality, that one glass can contain the same sugar load as 5 teaspoons of sugar. And if you're buying packaged juices, the danger grows. Most of them are pasteurized, meaning the natural vitamins are lost, and are replaced with synthetic vitamin C or added preservatives that burden the liver and kidneys. Better alternative. Instead of fruit juice, choose the fruit itself. Whole fruits come with fiber, water, and micronutrients your body can process slowly and safely. If you crave a refreshing drink, try infused water, plain water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint. It gives flavor, hydration, and detox benefits without the sugar shock. Or make vegetable-based smoothies with spinach, avocado, or unsweetened almond milk, gentle on digestion and rich in nutrients that truly support aging cells. Remember, after 60, fiber is your friend, and juice takes it away. 4. Soft drinks, the carbonated trap. For many, soft drinks were a symbol of fun and energy, a cold bottle on a hot day, a glass with lunch, or a bubbly sip during family gatherings. But after 60, that same fizz becomes a silent attack on your bones, your heart, and your kidneys. Here's why. Every can of soda, even the zero sugar kind, contains phosphoric acid, which leaches calcium from your bones. Over time, this leads to weaker bones, fragile joints, and increased fracture risk, especially for women. But the story doesn't stop at the bones. The high sugar and artificial sweeteners used in soft drinks have direct effects on your metabolism. Sugar-heavy sodas spike insulin levels dramatically, forcing your pancreas to work overtime. And diet sodas trick your brain into thinking sugar is coming, causing confusion in your metabolism that often results in increased cravings, higher calorie intake, and weight gain. Then there's the carbonation itself. The bubbles that make soda exciting can lead to bloating, gas, and acid reflux, conditions that become far more uncomfortable with age as digestion slows. But the most hidden danger? Kidney strain. The artificial colorants and phosphates in many soft drinks put pressure on the kidney's filtering system. In older adults, where kidney function naturally declines, this can accelerate chronic kidney disease without obvious warning signs. Better alternative. If you miss the fizz, try sparkling water with a squeeze of lemon or a slice of cucumber. It satisfies the craving for something bubbly without the toxic ingredients. You can even make your own refreshing, health soda at home. Mix sparkling water, a splash of fresh lime juice, and a few mint leaves. It hydrates, refreshes, and even supports digestion. For energy or refreshment, reach for electrolyte water made without sugar, especially if you sweat or exercise often. Your body will thank you with steadier blood sugar, calmer digestion, and stronger bones. 5. Energy drinks. The dangerous illusion of power. Energy drinks have become a silent habit even among older adults, especially those who feel tired or low on stamina. They promise focus, vitality, and alertness, but for the body after 60, they are one of the most harmful beverages ever made. Let's break down why. Energy drinks are loaded with caffeine, sugar, and stimulants like taurine and guarana. Together, they push your heart to beat faster, raise your blood pressure, and release adrenaline, all signals of physical stress. For someone over 60, that means heart palpitations, anxiety, shortness of breath, and even arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats that can be life-threatening. You may not feel it immediately. The first few times, it feels like a boost. But inside, your blood vessels are tightening, your heart is working harder, and your body is under silent pressure. The high sugar levels, often exceeding 40 grams per can, deliver a massive glucose spike. Your pancreas struggles to balance it, and within hours, your energy crashes, leaving you more tired than before. It becomes a cycle: drink for energy, crash, then crave another one. For seniors, this constant up and down strains both the adrenal glands and the cardiovascular system, leading to fatigue, anxiety, and irregular sleep patterns. And the final hidden danger? Dehydration. Caffeine and stimulants increase urine output. Combine that with sugar and sodium, and you get the perfect recipe for dehydration, a major problem for older adults whose bodies already retain less water. Better alternative. If you're looking for sustained energy after 60, skip the caffeine jolt. Instead, focus on hydration and natural electrolytes. Try coconut water, it's rich in potassium and helps maintain fluid balance. Or make a homemade energy tonic using warm water, a pinch of Himalayan salt, a squeeze of lemon, and a teaspoon of honey. It restores minerals gently, without stressing the heart or blood sugar. If your fatigue is constant, it's often a sign of low hydration, not lack of caffeine. Drink more water throughout the day, and you'll notice a steadier kind of energy, calm, natural, and lasting. By now, it's clear. Many of the drinks we consider everyday essentials, tea, coffee, juice, soda, and energy drinks, aren't really serving us anymore after 60. They create brief pleasure but long-term imbalance. They steal hydration, spike blood sugar, and drain energy in ways we don't see until it's too late. But this isn't the end of the story. There are still 2 more drinks left, ones that seem completely harmless but can quietly disrupt your sleep, blood pressure, and even your heart rhythm. In the next part, we'll explore these final 2, flavored waters and alcoholic beverages, and reveal the best drink combinations to truly protect your health after 60. As we move into the final part of this journey, let's talk about the last 2 everyday drinks that quietly, almost innocently, hurt the health of seniors over 60. You see, these aren't the obvious culprits. These are the ones that pretend to be healthy. They come with colorful labels, cheerful advertisements, and promises of energy, strength, or comfort. But behind those promises lies a slow drain on your heart, your bones, and your mind. Let's uncover them, one last time. Drink number 6, that daily cup of tea and coffee overload. For most people, tea and coffee are not drinks, they are rituals. Morning begins with a steaming cup, evening ends with another. It's a moment of peace, a connection with routine. But as you grow older, the very thing that once energized you may quietly be exhausting your body. Tea and coffee contain caffeine, a natural stimulant. In youth, caffeine helps improve alertness and focus. But after 60, your body's metabolism slows down, meaning caffeine stays longer in your system. What does that lead to? Irregular heartbeat, sleep disturbances, increased anxiety, frequent urination and dehydration. Most seniors experience leg cramps, dizziness, or lightheadedness, often blaming age. But in truth, it's dehydration caused by caffeine flushing out essential minerals like magnesium and potassium. Now, here's something most people never realize. The older your liver gets, the harder it is for it to process caffeine. That means your morning tea or coffee may still be circulating in your system even after sunset, keeping your body awake when it should be healing. And then comes the hidden danger, sugar and milk. Many seniors prefer their tea strong and sweet, or their coffee with extra creamer. That combination, caffeine, sugar, and dairy, spikes inflammation in the body, especially in the joints and arteries. It's not that you must stop tea or coffee completely. No, you just have to reduce and replace. Backhand index pointing right, try this. Switch to green tea or chamomile tea once a day. If you need coffee, choose light roast and avoid more than 1 small cup daily. Drink a full glass of water before and after your tea/coffee. Avoid caffeine after 3 p.m. Your heart and nerves need rest at night, not stimulation. A single cup can bring peace. But excess brings pressure. And peace, my friend, is far more valuable than pressure. Drink number 7, alcohol, even in moderation. Let's talk about the one drink that hides behind the phrase. It's just a little, it won't hurt. For decades, people believed that a small amount of alcohol, especially wine, could be good for the heart. But science now tells a different story, especially for seniors. After 60, your body's water content decreases, while fat content increases. This means alcohol stays longer in your system and becomes more concentrated in your blood. Even a single glass that once made you feel relaxed at 40 can make you dizzy, confused, or dehydrated at 65. Here's what alcohol quietly does to your aging body. It interferes with medications, making them less effective or even dangerous. It dehydrates the body, affecting brain clarity and balance, increasing fall risk. It damages liver cells that are already slower to regenerate with age. It lowers nutrient absorption, especially vitamins B12 and D, leading to fatigue and weak immunity. And here's the truth no one wants to hear. Alcohol doesn't help you sleep, it sedates you. That means it knocks you out quickly but stops you from reaching deep sleep, where healing truly happens. So, you wake up tired, restless, and drained, thinking, it's just old age. But it's not age, it's alcohol pretending to be rest. If you've made it this far in life, you've already earned peace. Don't let a drink take it away. Better alternatives for every drink on this list. Let's do something powerful, let's replace the bad with the healing. Here are 7 healthy alternatives that your body, mind, and heart will thank you for. 1. Instead of sugary soft drinks, try lemon-infused water or coconut water. 2. Instead of fruit juices, try whole fruits or diluted fresh juice, half water, half juice. 3. Instead of energy drinks, try a handful of soaked almonds or dates for natural energy. 4. Instead of flavored milk, try plain milk or warm turmeric milk, golden milk. 5. instead of flavored water try cucumber or mint-infused water. 6. Instead of too much coffee/tea try herbal teas like chamomile, hibiscus, or green tea. 7. Instead of alcohol try sparkling water with lemon or natural fruit spritzers. Your body is a temple, it deserves clean offerings. Final message, the wisdom of simplicity. At 60, life enters a new season, the season of reflection, grace, and calm. Your body has carried you for decades, through storms, through joy, through work and rest. Now, it whispers softly. Take care of me gently. What you drink becomes part of your blood, your bones, your brain. It decides how clearly you think, how deeply you sleep, and how long your heart beats in peace. So the next time you pour something into a cup, stop for a moment. Ask yourself, will this bring me life, or take it away, one sip at a time? Because health after 60 isn't about adding more. It's about removing what no longer serves you. And when you do that, you'll discover something beautiful. Energy returns. Sleep deepens. Skin glows. And the mirror no longer shows age, it shows wisdom. Soft closing music plays, the narrator's tone becomes peaceful and gentle. You've spent years giving your time and love to others. Now, it's time to give some of it back to yourself. In every glass, every sip, every mindful choice. Because healing isn't found in medicine alone. It begins with what you drink.